trendy story. Bama's 10.5, just a click ahead of them.
10.5.
Ohio State and 11, the only other team in those conferences with a win total of 10 or more.
Yeah, a lot of expectations.
There you go. Speculation segment complete.
Well done.
Thank you. Oh, it would have been better if you hadn't tried to cut me off 4 or 5
times. I
times.
derailed it a little bit in the second. 4 or 5 times, just once, I thought.
I thought it was more.
I thought you were done after 2. I misread it.
Felt more. Felt like more.
I think you were really hoping to spin this thing off and carry the ball on this entire segment, and sadly it's 8:15 and we've moved on.
Oh, no, I wasn't trying to go all the way to 8:24.
Oh. I thought you had, speculation segment was in essence segment.
Oh, no, I just meant a segment of the segment.
Okay.
Yeah. The lucky people right now are the ones on 92.5 getting rock and roll bleed over.
Correct. Would you like to hear some mock draft picks?
Sure, I haven't done mock drafts at all since that whole thing started.
The MMQB, number 13, this is SI.
13th mock draft?
Yeah.
Good Lord, when did they start?
They're
Last
busy.
year?
Joe Burrow, 1, Chase Young, 2. Jeffrey Okudah will be out of the conversation quickly at 3. He has the Dolphins trading up to get Justin Herbert. And then the Giants at 5 getting Isaiah Simmons. And then the L.A. Chargers would get Tua, which would be perfect for the L.A. Chargers because then they could use Tyrod and just kind of ease in Tua.
Perfect, indeed.
Derek Brown would go 7. As I've told you all along, they're going to take one of our guys, and it's Carolina who's going to do it. Arizona would take Mekhi Becton, and then the Jacksonville Jaguars would take
Kinlaw?
Jerry Jeudy.
Thank you. Finally some sense.
Oh, so now it's a great one.
Finally.
Doug Marrone made one
I've said it.
smart move this offseason, calling Jay Gruden, asking him to be his offensive coordinator. Next step is getting Gruden and Minshew someone to throw to. I think the value skews a bit toward the O-line here, though the Jags are actually fairly well stocked in that department. Jeudy looks every bit the star on tape and can be moved anywhere within the offense to manipulate defenses. Jerry Jeudy at number 9. The Browns would follow with Andrew Thomas. By the way, I did some research on Andrew Thomas. Remember how he had kind of fallen? Well, he's moved back up.
Mm-hmm.
So
noticed that.
It's interesting how
he's fallen between 9 and 20 almost all of them.
Yeah, but I've seen him as high as 2 to the Redskins. But anyway, the Jets would take Tristan Wirfs. The Raiders, CeeDee Lamb. Eagles go Ruggs. Bucks go Wills. Justin Jefferson to the Bronx. Corner Jalen Johnson to the Falcons. Did you see the Falcons' new unis, by the way?
Oh, they did theirs too?
They got leaked.
No, I haven't. Do you like them? They always have good uniforms. They're not that different? The Bucks don't look any different to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so old that I've seen all the iterations.
I don't care. You know me.
Why did the Falcons' debut not make any kind of news like the Bucks did?
Because they got leaked.
Well, the Falcons haven't debuted.
It's not official.
14th.
Kinlaw goes to the Cowboys, and then the Raiders stick a knife in our back and take C.J. Henderson, and the Jags then take Trevon Diggs. Again, they're going to have to take
They took Diggs to the corner?
Yeah, they're going to have to take.
Well, you see, that might be one of the most polarized prospects in there. I've seen him in way down round 3 in some of them.
So that's your 13.0 mock draft. I wanted to get that one in. I was excited when I saw 13.0. I thought that is worth a segment within a segment. So is Hall of Fame caller Ox Gator.
They advanced despite a massive social media push by Sticks.
Survive and Advance voted number 1 favorite caller. So
yeah,
probably. Do you feel extra pressure after that a couple months ago to always deliver something?
Not really,
no,
because
okay.
I look to you guys as kind of a guidepost, and I know that you take about half the segments off anyway. So
right.
It's just about half my calls are good, and the other half can just be tossed. I do need to give a special coronavirus birthday shout-out to my next-door neighbor who is a big Guggen.
Okay.
He listens to you guys every day. Lewis Price is turning 40 years old today.
Oh, lordy, Louis 40.
This is going to hurt, boys. He was supposed to be going to Jamaica with his wife and another couple, and they said he'll be having a Carvel birthday cake ice cream in the front yard with the Ox Gator. Prefer vanilla, Lewis, if you're listening.
Is this what we've become now? We're passing on messages to next-door neighbors when you could go over and give him the message yourself. Hey, I prefer vanilla.
Social distancing.
Understood.
The Gators 10 win.
Yes.
Would you take the over? Would you take the under? Do you think that's the right number?
That counts the bowl game,
number.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I take the over.
If it counts the bowl game, I take the over.
Well, hold on. I jumped the gun. I don't know. Maybe it says regular season.
I think it counts.
because it's 12 games. If they have that kind of expectation, I would say wouldn't count the bowl game, but I don't know. So you would take the over, Gator?
If it counts the bowl game, I'd take the over.
What if it doesn't count the bowl game?
Ooh, that's touch and go. I mean, I think they beat LSU this year just because LSU has so much, turnover.
Right.
And it's tough, but they've got a lot of talent on that team, and then it all comes down to Georgia. I mean, they've got an easy schedule this year.
Well, so they played. They played 12 games. Then why are you so scared of going over 10? Then
just because I'm always naturally pessimistic.
Okay.
The offensive line is going to be much improved. The only thing that worries me is they've missed a lot of conditioning, but everybody's missing all this conditioning, so it's kind of even. But that offensive line, which was a weak point last year, should be a strength for the next 2 years. And that's what, as a former offensive line coach for the Little Panthers, that's the engine.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Harken back.
Let me ask you guys this. What game would you be most concerned about taking out Georgia and LSU? Like, where would you say they'll be favored in all the other ones, and they'll be favored against LSU as well. But where would you say I got to be on upset alert at this particular game?
I would say at Tennessee.
At Tennessee?
Yeah.
You have respect
probably.
for Tennessee?
No,
they
but
beat the hell out of them.
But it's early. Maybe they get a couple of wins.
Sucks.
They don't suck. You're wrong on
they
that.
Suck.
I'm going to ask the karma gods to cover their ears while my guy in April is dismissing people. How good was Kentucky 2 years ago when they came in September and beat our ass in Gainesville? Come on.
Kentucky this year, and I had to go up there and get them a win.
Yeah, that's true, too.
You did.
You had to pull one out, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was touch and go. I was nervous. All right.
Beat Missouri 24-20 at the end of the year when they were playing their best football of the year.
Who?
Beat Kentucky 17-13.
Okay, dismiss it. And if they lose, I swear to God, I need you to write down today's date. All hell in the rapture is coming down on you if they go to Rocky Top and lose.
Do you want me to relive some of your great moments?
Go ahead.
As the Florida State basketball has no chance against the Gators this year,
That's
guys.
one game. Yeah.
That was the day before.
That's one game.
So don't ever try to play the karma game with me when you're King Karma.
What bad karma came on?
Holy cow.
What bad karma came?
I promise you right now.
What bad karma came?
There's no chance.
That's uncanny.
Thank you.
Yeah, that sounds just like me, doesn't it? I mean, seriously, this guy will freaking throw it at you. He'll throw it at you 4 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Karma.
But my God, you lob one back that way, and you think that you just sank the Titanic.
Yeah, that's right. This is the truth. Hey, get that out of here.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
1010XL spotlights local businesses doing their best to help our community keep running. Listen for conversations with local business owners who remain the backbone of our economy and learn how they're sustaining through coronavirus closures. We are proud to be Jacksonville Sports Radio 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call now for your free evaluation and see if multi-unit hair grafting or PRP can restore your hair. Call 904-777-IHRS.
My bald spots are gone. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS is the only clinic in the Southeast to offer all proven solutions to restore your hair and is now offering multi-unit hair grafting. One procedure, more hair.
You've got nothing to lose but more hair. I feel younger, I look younger, and who doesn't want to feel better about themselves?
This year, grow your hair back. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-4477.
The sky is blue, the birds are chirping, and your grass is green and starting to grow once more. That means it's time to end your lawn gear's winter hibernation. But before you get to work, make sure you can get to work. Advance Auto Parts will test your lawn and garden battery for free. And if it needs to be replaced, grab an Autocraft lawn and garden battery starting at $22.99. Think ahead. Think Advance at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
kick it in for my friends at Nimnik Buick GMC. Man, we all know these are trying times. We're all doing the best we can, trying to do the things that we're supposed to do, trying to flatten this damn curve. Well, anyway, Nimnik Buick GMC has a deal for you. They're offering you 0% APR for 84 months, plus no payments for 120 days. It's available on all the new 2019 models and also some select new 2020 models. And if you don't want to come out, you're not comfortable going to the showroom right now, well, listen, shop online at NimnichBuickGMC.com. That's NIMNICHT, BuickGMC.com. Real easy to get to. You can see all the cars, the trucks, and SUVs they have to offer. And, by the way, they'll do the paperwork and deliver your vehicle to you at home. Offering pickup and delivery for service appointments as well. GMC, we are professional grade. Where? At Nimnik Buick GMC, the new name in Buick.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On April 8, 1974, 4 days after tying the home run record set by Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron would break the all-time record with home run number 715.
McKeever Clinic is home to the first advanced prostate cancer center in Jacksonville. This is Dr. West, urologist at McKeever Clinic. Our clinic is staffed with 2 urologists that specialize in advanced prostate cancer care and management. You'll also have a dedicated nurse navigator that will coordinate timing, medications, insurance, and patient assistance. We're conveniently located off AC Skinner Parkway on the south side. Contact our specialist at McKeever at 355-6583 to discuss your treatment options.
Hi, this is Joe Butler from Black Creek Outfitters. Getting outside on the water in the Florida sun may be the best medicine of all. At Black Creek, we specialize in getting you out on the water on kayaks and paddleboards. 2 things we offer: free delivery in the area and 12 months no interest financing. Call us up at 904-645-7003 and we can get your new kayak or paddleboard out to you today so you can get on the water tomorrow. Black Creek Outfitters, locally owned and operated by the Butler family since 1983.
Your home is important. That's why Geico helps make it easy to save on homeowners insurance. Because home is more than just a place. Home is where you build a giant pillow fort in your living room. And when people ask why you have a pillow fort in your living room, you say it's for your dog. And when they ask, well, what kind? You say, chocolate lab. And weave a web of lies that's almost as intricate as the crown molding in Fort Pillow. The Geico Insurance Agency could help protect the pillow soft fortress you call home. Call Geico and see how easy it is to switch and save on homeowners insurance.
There's a chance your local Geico agent laughs the exact way you do.
And I said, not in my sandwich.
What?
But there's a better chance your local Geico agent could help you out with auto, homeowners, renters, or condo insurance, motorcycle, boat, or RV insurance, too. They'll work hard to provide sound advice and significant savings. You don't need to share a laugh pattern to do that. Local Geico agents. Call or visit yours today.
Hey, Mike Dempsey here, and I've seen almost every local business adapt in some way to better serve the community in today's new environment. Hello Windows and Doors, no exception. They know that windows and doors are still a part of the safety and security of your home, so they're offering virtual consultations to help get your project done. It's simple. Just schedule a video chat online at PellaJacks.com, then talk to a Pella expert about design ideas and get a free quote. Visit PellaJacks.com for more details and schedule your virtual consultation. Hello Windows and Doors.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. Now, brunch with the tour. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. A better way to a better window. On 1010XL.
All right. There's neither brunch nor a PGA Tour, but there's always Chris Reimer, and he's not afraid to check in with huge announcements like today. He's going to break down the whole Trevor Immelman deal.
Yeah.
The executive
He's
vice
President's Cup guy.
President's Cup guy, Chris Reimer. Now, when are we revealing the American, or have we already done that?
No, good question. they're dragging their feet. The U.S. leadership team hasn't given us an answer yet as to who they have selected. But we sat on the international team captain for a month or two. We actually we're planning on announcing it during match play week. We're going to do it on the telecast because there's a decent amount of downtime on that Sunday when they have 4 matches out on the course. But pushed that back a little bit, but felt like with it being what would be Masters Week and Immelman being a Masters champ, also
capitalization.
He also wanted to get moving and working and have people know and start reaching out. And he's plugged in. He said he's known Ernie since he was 7, 8 years old, and really wants to take what Ernie was able to accomplish in 2019, and I think you saw a bit of a momentum swing and a change in the culture of the international team, and Trevor's excited to kind of carry that on.
A couple things. One, can we guess? Can you give us who you know better than us, or would you be divulging too much information if you gave us 4 or 5 guys who could be the captain of the United States team?
Well, you've got the biggest question is, will Tiger return?
Okay.
Will he come back as your U.S. team captain again?
Is that his call? If he says yes, I'd like to, would they say, okay, you're in?
I don't think anyone's going to turn down Tiger Woods.
Okay. All right, just asking. Right.
And then you've got some of the next possible players. If you look at who his captain's assistants were, it was Fred Couples, it was Zach Johnson, and Steve Stricker.
Have any of those guys been captains before?
Stricker and Couples have both been captains, and so Zach would be a candidate. With it being in North Carolina, with it being in Charlotte, you have to think Davis Love's in the running.
Okay.
And then, who else would be out there? It's that same kind of conversation of that. There's, is it a David Toms? Is there Chris DeMarco? Are there other players who have had impact in the President's Cup in the past that would make sense? But those would be the names that you've heard the most. Furyk had his run at the Ryder Cup, but you would think at some point he would get the call for the President's Cup.
Get him a win.
So those are the candidates.
What about Tom Hoagie? Would he get a shot?
I doubt it.
Right.
Throwing
it out there.
Why you got to throw Tom Hoagie under the bus?
I don't know. Him or Gooch, I was thinking maybe one of those guys would get it.
Tyrone Van Aswagen would be on the international team side.
I don't think Aswagen is his actual name. Yeah.
He would be an international. That's very good, Ryan.
I'm fairly certain a Google search will show you there's no one on professional golf named Asswagen.
It's Van Asswagen. That's why you can't find him.
Even still.
With a V.
Any downside to the PGA Tour? The majors all moving and being rescheduled now officially.
For the fans?
Not just in general. Did it wreak havoc on your schedule? Are these open dates? Are those events going to be canceled in lieu of the majors? What's the formalities?
First and foremost, it's not necessarily a downside. It was it's a challenge to get all of those organizations to come together on a release at one time. You think about how long it took to move the Players Championship to May, and the PGA, or back to March, and the PGA to May, and all the dominoes that have to fall to get all these different organizations to come together. This happened very quickly comparatively. You look at all of the different things, and like you said, there's some events that have to be moved, and there's the gaps it creates in the schedule this summer. I don't think there's any downside. There's still work left to do. I think you'll see in the next week or two, what's going to happen to the week that would have been the Open Championship, to the week that would have been the USGA. There'll be some continued shifting, I would think. But I think the really cool thing is just going to be this stretch now in the fall, where you just have, if everything comes together and the world returns to some semblance of normalcy, gosh, it's going to be fun to have all of these different sports and these majors and football and everything all coming together in this 6-8-week span is just going to be really fun and exciting and different to have, the Masters in November and the U.S. Open moving back to September. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Reimer, any disappointment that you weren't invited to the Masters Champions dinner, quarantine style, with Eldrick Tiger Woods as the liaison from the tour?
We planned on having apps with the tour instead of brunch with the tour, but he has a food allergy that I just wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't.
Do you think Tiger had Boober Eats deliver the meal?
I assume probably not. Although I'd like to do that for you guys at some point at the station, but I understand that that's still
no. You can Uber. You can send us Uber Eats. What are you kidding
okay?
Me?
Boober Eats.
I asked.
Oh, Boober Eats.
Yes, we'd like that to be the delivery.
Yeah, no, I don't want Boober Eats. I just want food. I don't need any of that those hassles.
Okay, well, last week headaches. I asked about Uber Eats and that was out. So
I can't wait to get home and see Mrs. P. Yeah, I understand that strippers dropped off breakfast today. How does that work?
They did, honey. It was amazing.
Uber Eats.
Over easy.
It was the best breakfast I've ever had.
Those waitresses were over easy.
Oh okay. Gosh, Rhyme Dog, how you? What meeting did you decide? Did you guys decide to release the Immelman one? Was that the 9:45 Zoom President's Cup meeting?
It was.
Yes.
So it was over, of course, a different Zoom meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are the meetings going from the home front? Have we adjusted now? Have we gotten into a routine with the lovely and talented Mrs. Reimer working from home and all the children, including Princess Pants? How is she doing with the school?
Well, so far this morning, Buddy the frog has his intestines coming out, which is some kind of thing that happens with frogs. So that was my wife is behind me working hard on the Peloton.
Okay.
Jelly Bean Princess Pants woke up and did a little workout.
Okay. Okay.
But we are. Actually, my daughter just informed me that the intestines ended up just being a large poop. So there you go. So the frog
good
lived.
news.
So
good
big news in the Reimer household.
Wow.
It very much. I can understand
every day
cabin. I can understand cabin fever a little bit. Like,
yeah, for sure. I'm with you on that.
I kind of need to get out and see some other people at some point. But it's weird, man. It's like Groundhog Day. You know? Okay, let's wake up and do it again.
Groundhog Day. That is a perfect, every day. 28 nowadays without sports. What is correct, help me here. You probably know this, Jeffrey. The first actual scheduled event on the tour now, is that Jack in June, or where are we?
I think officially it's the PGA is the only one that's been officially scheduled, isn't it, Rhymes?
No, the next official event is Schwab at Colonial, May 21st.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that ain't happening. So, unless it happens with no spectators.
Right. Yeah.
I think they should play golf tournaments with no spectators right now. I mean, you are nowhere near anyone. I don't understand how you fear it's going to be passed. I just don't. That's for the life of me. The science of it, I don't understand. I've got, anytime I mention that I played golf here, I'll get 3 or 4 snippy, insulting comments on the text line, like I just put someone at risk or myself at further risk. I've been walking around living life here. Most of the time I stay inside the house, but I've come in much more closer contact with people and surfaces and other things everywhere but the golf course. So other than the caddy player interaction, you will never come near anyone. That's strange to me.
There's even just let the players have a pull cart. Just let them pull their own bag. So I think there's a lot of options in place. I think, but like I said, the next scheduled event on the course is Colonial, and the movement of those majors does create an opportunity to shuffle some of these events that might be in May and June back to the open dates. June 18th through the 21st is now open. So there are some opportunities. There are some opportunities to shuffle events now where you're not cutting events and losing money.
Has anyone talked about at all about, hey, let's finish the players, or is that?
I think it was. I read a column that was discussed,
at all,
but not for
or,
very long.
Or no, or is that?
I mean, if it was very brief and just very introductory, early stages of discussions here, but I don't think that's a possibility.
All right. Where are we with the? Can you give us break a story on the Tiger, Phil, Brady, Manning golf for TV event? Is that happening?
Yeah, I haven't. There was that, when Phil mentioned it on social.
Yeah,
it got momentum, and I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. Tiger probably said, "I don't feel like doing that."
I'm out. You go ahead, Phil.
My back hurts. I'm not playing until it's.
And you want me to give all the money to charity? No, I'm going to take a pass.
I'm good.
Well,
that will be. You mentioned, his back. That will be an interesting part of the fall is to see. That's a lot of events in a short amount of time.
Well, he's got to pick and choose, man. One thing we've learned so far about this guy, he's. Because again, remember it was the Masters last year where he dropped the I got to get up at 3 a.m. to get ready for a round of golf, right? Isn't that? Yeah. So
he didn't win it. When did then he won in the fall in Japan? When was that win? Or is that January? When was that?
That was in the fall, yeah.
I was going to ask you this, Reimer, and you answer this too, Prosser. I was thinking about this as I was prepping for Brunch with the Tour. I like to come up with some great questions.
He doesn't prep for
and
Brunch with the Tour at all.
I thought this was a tremendous question.
He stares blankly at me and says, what are we supposed to talk about this week?
Rhymes. The last 2 years, Tiger Woods is how old now? 44? 43?
2, I think, yeah. 2 or 3, I think. But I could be wrong.
All right. Anyway, the last 2 years, the biggest golf moment.
43, because he was 22 and 97.
He's 44.
44.
Damn it.
Born in 75.
Yeah. Is it fair to argue that the last 2 years, 2018 and 2019, the two biggest moments in golf, and there are plenty of them, have been brought to us by one Eldrick Tiger Woods, winning the Tour Championship in that scene, and then winning the Masters? Are those the two biggest moments of the last?
Well, they are because
of
who he is.
Yeah,
and the way people respond.
It's interesting. Still at this age, playing a limited schedule. It's still
but that's
Tiger's
why
world,
that makes
baby.
it bigger.
Yeah.
If it were just standard Tiger moving along, he's winning 6 tournaments
Brooks
a year.
Koepka did some incredible things the last 2 years.
Yeah, but not
still,
this past year.
Well, yeah. So, anyway, I just thought that. I thought that was interesting.
No, and I think it's the whole story. And also, you would say third might be Japan with him tying Sam Snead.
Still was going to go down as one of the mismatched achievements in the history of sports. Tiger breaking the record at 2 in the morning local time. It didn't even seem like a real tour event. It's and I know it is, but it just it didn't it didn't feel like it. All right, Ryan, before we let you go on an important question, who has the who has the most intact bracket over there at the Cat House? Do we have a drill?
Yeah, well,
do we have a drill bit bracket leader right now?
I don't have a leader, but it is funny. Like there'll be random times at 7:40 where my phone rings, and I'm like, why is my brother calling me? He's like, dude, I had Get Smart John. I need votes. Tell everybody to vote for Get Smart John.
I had Get Smart John. Now, are we actually putting in, like $10 a man and paying out here? Or we're just doing it for fun?
Oh yeah, no, they're
I love that.
Paying. Yeah,
well done.
How am I supposed to go up against Brunch with Baselli here? I just feel so like.
Is that what you got?
I
don't know.
Really
sentimental favorite right there, Rhymes.
Yeah,
you could be the sentimental favorite there. I don't think that's a no-brainer loss for you.
That's a tough one. That's a tough
one.
My
Brunch. Just remember, my
Tony
brunch
has not done well though. I'm starting to wonder if there's some anti-Tony sentiment out there.
Well, not since the whole.
Oh, because of the sickness?
Yeah, sentiment.
So it's not okay for me to mention that'll help to the hall, but as far as getting through the bracket, it's okay to broach that?
I got no chance.
Yeah.
Just remember that, and I'll only say a few things here in my campaign.
Yes.
Brunch with the Tour always includes food.
Yes.
Breakfast with Baselli
never does.
Yeah.
Never, yeah.
Brunch with the Tour is more than just brunch with Chris Reimer. It's with the PGA Tour, who's here in town, employs thousands of people.
Right now.
We've had Ricky Fowler on Brunch with the Tour. We've had Rory McIlroy.
Not exactly.
We've had some of the greats.
I had Zach Johnson once tap the British Open, the Varden Trophy.
Right.
Is that what it's called? What's that thing called?
We had
The Claret Jug.
Y.E. Yang called in.
Y.E. Yang did
Spoke
call
in Korean
years ago.
Couldn't understand a lick of what he said.
It was funny then. It wouldn't be so
Probably
funny
couldn't
now.
do it
now. No.
Like many of our bits, it would have died between now and then.
The Y.E. Yang interview could have stood on its own from Brunch with the Tour, quite frankly.
Well, just remember, the Baselli Foundation, it does so much great work for the community. It wouldn't exist without the PGA Tour.
They fund them, is what you're saying.
There you go.
Well, there you go. All right, Ron.
All right, Ron.
Good luck next week. And,
thank you, brother.
We'll see.
There you go. Stumping.
That's Chris Ryan.
By the way, we can project whether or not an upset winner over Ideas to Make Money, 6 seed over a 3 seed. It looks like they are going to move on.
Well, give me some totals here, some tallies.
200-plus votes, 64% to 35%.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying that the seed should be reversed on that one.
Perhaps.
Maybe. I don't know. There's always been this question about Mike Leach, and that guy hadn't been on campus a month, and he proves why no big schools would ever touch him. And this might get bigger before it gets smaller. So more on that and exactly what he did and what it's led to and those fun topics when we return in just a little bit. This is The Drill. It's a CPR Contracting Wednesday. Hey, gang, during these tough times, there are essential businesses that keep the even more essential businesses operating smoothly. And one of those is Pet Paradise. You see, there are many healthcare providers out there that have pets, maybe even live on their own or have other issues they're dealing with. It's nice to have Pet Paradise right there, willing to help when you need them. And so part of that help is a financial benefit for those using the Pet Paradise services. Right now, $30 off weekly, Monday to Friday, day camp passes. 30% off all boarding rates, 50% off all boarding rates for healthcare professionals. $20 camp days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You see, they're doing anything and everything they can to make sure you feel safe, secure, and most importantly, are taking care of your pets as best you can during these times. That deep cleaning that lobby more than once a day, curbside pickup and drop off so that you limit any distances that would be socially unacceptable. Pet Paradise is there standing with the community, helping out our furry friends along the way. So go online at petparadise.com. You'll find locations near you.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is now offering online scheduling for new patient appointments for all of their positions. Simply schedule your appointment on your cell phone, tablet, or desktop. JOI is the first orthopedic practice in North Florida to offer this feature to patients. To schedule your appointment online, visit joi.net and click on the button at the top of the page. If you'll be using insurance, be sure and have your information handy. JOI, where the pros go.
My name is Janice. I'm a client of Brett Hastings. Brett is the most brilliant, diligent, hardworking attorney I have ever met. He is truly dedicated to his clients and fights for them to the very end. Brett fought hard to win a large personal injury lawsuit for me. They are the very best legal team I have ever met. I would hire them again in a heartbeat.
Learn more at justiceforjacksonville.com. Law offices of Brett Hastings, where the injured find justice.
Pickin' here, letting you know that in these uncertain times, one thing you cannot be uncertain about is your car. Whether in an emergency or having to go grocery shopping, your car is more important than you know. So go to the local guys you can trust. American Transmission. For more than 30 years, they're master certified technicians, having taken care of your car's needs from bumper to bumper. American Transmission is open now to serve you with 2 locations, Beach Boulevard and Atlantic Boulevard. Call them now at 396-3766, 396-3766.
Peninsular Pest Control will tell you that fleas can enter your home on your pets, or even your own shoes. Treating them correctly and breaking their life cycle is the only way to control fleas both inside and outside in the yard. Call Peninsular today at 389-3491 for a free consultation, or go online to crittergetter.com. Ask about the $30 discount on new services. Remember, Peninsular is your Critter Getter.
This is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about how God never fails us. In the Bible, Christ says this: I will in no way fail you or leave you without support. This is so important to remember because we can have the attitude, where is God when I need him? Why is this problem happening to me? No, just because your mind is saying one thing doesn't mean that God isn't going to do what he said. God has never failed us in the past. He's not about to start right now.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
The offseason doesn't rest in the NFL. Neither do 1010XL and Tire Outlet. When the rubber hits the road, you'll follow the transactions and talk when they happen. Matriculate through the offseason with Tire Outlet and 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. Holy great deals, Batman. How do we do it? Murray Superstores offer an exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty, so stop paying those big city prices at those big city dealers. Shazam! And we'll trade anything from kitchen mops to laptops. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Need to replenish your company's supply of promo items? Make the call to Hardball today and let Hardball do it all. HardballCreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
It's times like these that remind us all of how precious life is and how our love and relationships are what really matter. At Diamonds Direct, we believe this. Your love and well-being are truly our passion. That's why we've decided to temporarily close our showrooms, a decision rooted in caution and compassion. But rest assured, we are still here for you. Diamonds Direct's experts are behind the scenes helping customers 24/7, giving you access via text, live chat, email, or our special customer hotline that you can call anytime. Remote shopping options and expert guidance are always available, and our commitment to serve you is stronger than ever. Please visit DiamondsDirect.com for more information or to start a remote shopping appointment. At Diamonds Direct, we're honored to be the symbol of your commitment to each other. And while we wait during this uncertain time, we encourage you to be safe, cautious, and courageous as we look forward to better days ahead. It's still your love, our passion, and nothing can change that. Not now, not ever.
You know, not to take anything lightly, but why not thumb your nose at the virus? Then pick up some fall-off-the-bone ribs for tonight at your favorite Woody's Barbecue. See you there.
At Woody's Barbecue, it's what we do.
Let's eat.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, back here on the drill. Look, Mike Leach has been kind of a fan favorite. He's a kind of a nutty, quirky guy. You know, he loves pirates. We call him the Pirate. And,
Sure.
You know, he had a Power 5 job at Texas Tech. He even ran into issues there. Remember the big fight that he had with Craig James and, you know, allegations of mistreating his son while he was there. He's gone off to Washington State, and he had to be reprimanded by Washington State recently. I can't remember what the topic was. Beef, can you look that up? Mike Leach at Washington State, he said something or did something. He either lost some of his salary or he was in some way he was disciplined at Washington State, or at least called to the carpet. Mm-hmm. Well, and he hadn't been at Mississippi State for, 10 minutes. And he's already run off one of his players, allegedly. That's what he uses as the reason for leaving. And he posted an offensive tweet. It was offensive. I mean, look, in today's day and age, Hick, there are certain words you don't say anymore. I could care less. The vocabulary is, there's enough words in the world that it's pretty easy to find ones that won't offend someone, right? Mm-hmm. What's the point? And there's something else, too. The idea of a noose, okay, doesn't draw comparisons of the Old West and the posse running down a cattle rustler. The idea of a noose in this country has evolved now to it pretty much just symbolizes lynchings.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not,
yeah.
And look, there are some old-timers, there's some people, like when I see a noose, I don't think lynching. But I understand there's enough people that do. To me, the noose is like the old hangman days out west. That's what I think of a noose. I think of somebody, having to walk the plank, so to speak. But nonetheless, as imagery, there's nothing funny or cool about it. Especially, Dan Hicken, in the state of Mississippi. But Mike Leach recently tweeted out a photo, and I don't have the tweet in front of me, but it basically had the image of a noose and an elderly woman, right, Beef? Do you remember the tweet exactly what it was?
It was something about doing some hobbies during social distancing,
spending time with your wife,
knitting a noose.
Yes,
yeah, yeah, correct. So it just not cool, right?
Right.
Well, Fabian Lovett, a 4-star prospect, and again, we commended him for getting the quarterback like one of their highest prospects ever. He was just a 4-star. So here's a 4-star who redshirted last year. He was the number 4 prospect in the entire state a year ago, and now he is leaving, and he is citing that tweet as being unacceptable.
The one thing I can find from his time at Washington State, he was accused by a player, or a player said that he suffered physical, emotional, and verbal abuse by the coaching staff, but investigations said the claims were without merit, and the player later recanted them.
Gotcha. Yeah. So anyway, you're right. In one respect, this is one of the things that's kept Mike Leach, the quirkiness. Has
Right.
kept him
Well,
from-
apparently, like the story goes that he showed up for an interview at Miami with Donna Shalala, the president there at the
Key
time.
West. Pirate.
In shorts.
Yeah.
You know, you don't go to a job interview for a Power 5 wearing shorts. And, here, Mike Leach, fake news, don't dignify the topic. No, I know. Look, you know us, me especially. You can't send out a tweet with an old lady knitting a noose. It's not cool. It's not funny. And it's not fake. It's out there. So, anyway.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But, by the way, the SEC is going to reconvene, or college football is going to discuss where they're at towards the end of May, I believe, and kind of reassess and see where we're at with college football. I thought Mac Brown was on Feinbaum yesterday.
I thought he had an excellent point that no one's made.
What's that?
If
playing?
Yeah, if it's not safe enough for fans, it's not safe enough for players.
Right.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, you're hitting each other. The problem is the virus going to be eradicated? Because if a kid gets it, then what happens? Like if you're, somebody's going to get it, right? If you're playing football and a kid gets the coronavirus on your team, then what happens? You don't go.
Well, he's quarantined, and
well,
then
he is. But what does everybody get tested, and then do you have to not play that game that week? Or,
I don't know.
I mean, so that's the situation.
I think at some point, once more and more people get it, have it, get over it, there are more antibodies that it will start to be, and there are more vaccines and medicines that it will start to be treated just more like a flu.
I will say
this. You don't shut down a college locker room over a flu.
Right. Well, MRSA was a problem.
But it never, nothing ever stopped.
Didn't stop.
Yeah.
They re-sanitized.
Yeah.
I will say this deal, this pandemic, right? That's what we're in, the coronavirus pandemic, has been a roller coaster ride of emotions for most of us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday we were kind of there was kind of some like light at the end of the tunnel stuff,
sports scheduling wise.
Yeah, we're PGA Tour's kicking out some dates, baseball's talking about Arizona, NBA's talking about Vegas, hockey's talking about the Dakotas, maybe, just maybe. Then you look at things and you see, they're going to shut down Japanese baseball again. And you're going to, this NHL player on the Avalanche just tested positive. He's the 8th player in the National Hockey League to have it. And then, we sort of slow down a little bit on our, we were like, well, maybe by the end of May, we got sports back, and for sure this summer. And so I guess the bottom line is, and one thing that's important is all this data that is being collected is being put to good use. And the more data they have, the more they can get an understanding of what this does and how it reacts and who it gets and things like that. And, so obviously, hopefully that'll be a good thing. But, yeah, for sports fans, man, it is a roller coaster ride, in my opinion. Because one minute you're up and you're hopeful, the next minute you're down and depressed.
And it's also such a hard time, too, now because it's so easy to get just so paranoid. Anytime you have a scratchy throat or your head hurts or, God forbid, you spike a fever for an hour, you're just sure that you have something more than you have. And so that just keeps you, on edge and stressed a little bit as well. All right.
We got a 9 o'clock hour to stress you out because we're going to get nasty. And
I hope not.
Congratulations to Whether or Not. Moving on. And we got one more.
Who did Whether or Not beat?
Whether or Not beat Ideas to Make Money.
Oh, yeah. Well, idea to make money. Do more Whether or Not. This is the drill. It is a CPR Contracting Wednesday. Dan, there is an awful lot of smoke, more smoke each and every passing day around the Jaguars and the quarterback position. So I want to ask you, is it time to start wondering if there are some smoldering flames here that are going to ignite in about 3 weeks? So get into that story, much more. Dan will get nasty. Because after all, it is 9 o'clock.
We're going to get nasty.
On a CPR Contracting Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Cool, calm, and collected. Yeah! Wait, I thought this was supposed to be about Mike Dempsey.
Let's not get hysterical here, okay?
Mike Dempsey, 10 to noon.
Don't you ever pull anything like that again.
On 1010XL.
I'm Brian. I'm proud of my years of military service.
When I was 58, doctors told me I had the heart of a 37-year-old man. They told me that after my transplant surgery, when that man's heart became mine. I needed that transplant because I smoked and got heart disease. If you're a smoker, here are some tips in case that happens to you. First, you have to quit smoking for good before you can even get on a transplant list. So quit now. And if you're like me before I had my transplant, you may need a new defibrillator put in your chest. If you do, ask if the surgeons will use the same incision line every time. That'll cut down on the number of scars you'll have. And never feel sorry for yourself. I don't. I only feel sorry for my family and the family of that 37-year-old man.
Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com to quit your way. Developed by CDC.
I'm John Morgan. After my brother Tim suffered a terrible accident, the lawyer we hired to help us ended up hurting us more. We didn't know any better, and boy did I learn